think much of anything happened in Annapolis this session. I think the facts are such that everybody can figure that out. That's certainly what the general tone has been. Talk radio, like just walk down the street and talk to people, kicking the can down the proverbial alley, waiting for next session, waiting for the monumental tax increase everybody knows is coming. I guess a couple interests got served at the end. The trial lawyers got their insurance bill. The teachers union got a bill, but other than that, not a lot of action. I think Tony O'Donnell said it all when he said last night about 10 o'clock, 2 more hours and we're done, and we can get on with I guess the real race here. And that should have been heavy lifting. That really should have been heavy lifting. The fact they had to go down for the last day was I think embarrassing to a lot of us. So, and I mean that was certainly a good thing. Should have happened first week of session. All those questions will unfold. Those decisions have been made over the course of 4 years now. I'm interested in his comments along the lines of we've decreased the general fund. He had to, obviously it's a constitutional amendment, and we've increased the overall budget. $32 billion is more than $29 billion. It's not hard to figure out. So some of these lines sound good when you say them real fast, but I think during the course of the campaign, the truth will again come out. This time it's not going to be the 30-second tack ads on BGE. Obviously utility rates are higher than ever. It's not going to be the 30-second attack ads on the budget or George Bush. George Bush is no longer a candidate, nor is he the President of the United States. This is about not just Bob Ehrlich and Martin O'Malley in the future, but Bob Ehrlich and Martin O'Malley, I mean in the past, but it's Bob Ehrlich and Martin O'Malley in the future as well. Hopefully this campaign will be about 2 people with very different ideas, 2 people with very different philosophies, 2 people with very different platforms, 2 people with very different histories. But I don't want this whole, and I've already sort of issued this warning to even my supporters, this is not a grudge match. A grudge match does not create one job in Maryland. There are 230,000 Marylanders looking for work. The real unemployment rate obviously is very high, even in Maryland. It's doubled. We have profound fiscal problems in Annapolis. So the last thing people want to read about or see on their TVs every night is some grudge match between 2 guys who allegedly don't like each other. What's really funny when you answer these questions is that the predicate is those taxes actually generate dollars. You know, we heard that the millionaire's tax was going to generate $106 million. The millionaire's tax cost us $257 million. So what we're going to do instead of what's occurred in the past is bring dynamic analysis to tax cuts, not static analysis. There are an awful lot of Maryland moms that ran across state lines to buy back to school clothes for their kids because of the sales tax increase. We will generate more economic activity by cutting taxes. It's always happened. President Kennedy, President Reagan, President Bush cut marginal tax rates and as a result generated more revenue. We're going to have this really good debate, and we're actually going to have recent numbers from Maryland, and we're going to use those numbers to conduct this debate during the course of the 2010 campaign. Well, there's a reason we're in the race. If Martin O'Malley would have made sound fiscal decisions, if Martin O'Malley would have followed the law with capital punishment, if Martin O'Malley would not have called a special session to spend money we did not have, if Martin O'Malley would have worked with the small business community to do something about job creation, we would not be standing here today. I'd be upstairs in my law firm. So I don't know whether he's weaker or stronger. He is what he is. His record is what his record is.